class 11th we are doing trigonometry. I have written for your memory, we have already done these formulas, but I have written again double angle formulas like 2 sin A cos B is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. That means when you add sin A plus B, which is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, plus sin A minus B, which is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B, you will get 2 sin A cos B. Similarly, sin A plus B minus sin A minus B, that means sin A cos B plus cos A sin B minus sin A cos B and cos A sin B, you will get 2 cos A sin B. When you will add cos A plus B and cos A minus B, you will get 2 cos A cos B. When you subtract cos A minus B, cos A plus B from cos A minus B, you will get 2 sin A sin B. And then we have C and D formulas. Sin C plus sin D is 2 sin C plus D by 2, cos C minus D by 2. Sin C minus sin D is 2, cos C plus D upon 2, sin C minus D by 2. In sine formulas, you will get sine and cos and sine. In sine formulas, if it is sin C plus sin D, you are getting sine cos, sin C minus sin D, you are getting cos and sine. But when it will come to the question of cos C plus cos D or cos C minus cos D, we will get either both cos or both sines. For example, cos C plus cos D is 2 cos C plus D upon 2, cos C minus D upon 2, and cos C minus cos D will be 2 sin C plus D upon 2 and sin D minus C by 2. In these all formulas, you have to notice that only in this formula sin A sin B cos A minus B is coming first. Otherwise everywhere A plus B, A plus B. Here A plus B comes second. And in this last formula cos C minus cos D, it is related to cos C minus cos D. You get 2 sin C plus D by 2, but sin D minus C by 2, not C minus D upon 2. Based on these, we are doing few sums. Like look at this sum. I have already done few sums earlier, but I am going further and doing few more practice sums for you. It is you have to prove that 1020, 1040, 1080 is equal to 1060. I have no formulas in these in terms of 10. We have a double integral formula, but we can't apply that here. So what we do is we convert them to sine and cos. Like I will write sine 20 upon cos 20, I can write this as. This I can write as sine 40 upon cos 40. Here I can write as sine 80 upon cos 80. So we have converted tens in terms of sine and cos. We have taken left hand side. And converted 1020 as sine 20 upon cos 20, 1040 as sine 40 upon cos 40, 1080 as sine 80 and cos 80. Now I will do what? I'll combine like sine 20 and sine 40. And I'll combine cos 20 and cos 40. And what we'll do is we have a formula 2 sin A cos B. So I'll multiply it by 2. I'll multiply denominator also by 2. So both numerator as well as denominator are multiplied by 2. So it will not make any difference. And into here sine 80 upon cos 80. Now here I can apply the formula of 2 sin A sin B. Why did I multiply it by 2? So that I can apply 2 sin A sin B, and here it is 2 cos A cos B. So you have 2 sin A sin B, 2 sin A sin B and 2 cos A cos B. You have 2 cos A cos B. In sin A sin B you have what? Cos A minus B, 20 minus 40 minus cos 20 plus 40. Only in this formula, sine formula, first cos A minus B comes. So cos A minus B minus cos A plus B into sine 80 in the numerator, and in the denominator I have 2 cos A cos B. 2 cos A cos B will be cos A plus B plus cos A minus B into cos 80. Into cos 80. Now cos 20 minus 40 is cos minus 20. And if you remember, in the beginning we had discussed cos minus 20 will come in the fourth quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant add sugar to coffee, so cos is positive. So I can write it as cos 20. It will become cos minus 20, but cos minus 20 is cos 20 only. Minus cos 60 multiplied by sin 80 upon, this will become cos 60 plus again cos minus 20, which will remain cos 20 only, into cos 80. Into cos 80. Now we know what is the value of cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 upon 2. Cos 60 is 1 upon 2. So it will become cos 20 minus 1 upon 2 into sin 80, and upon cos 60 is 1 upon 2 plus cos 20 into cos 80. Now I'll have to go to that side of the board. We multiply them again. We multiply them because cos 20 minus half multiplied by sin 80. So sin 80 will multiply the bracket inside. It will become cos 20 sin 80 minus half sin 80 upon half cos 80, half cos 80 plus cos 20 and cos 80. Again, what is going to happen? I have cos A sin B. I am going to multiply it by 2 as well as denominator by 2. So it will become 2 cos 20 sin 80 minus sin 80, because here when 2 will be multiplied, 2 will cancel with 2. Upon, it will become cos 80 if I multiply it by 2, and it will become 2 cos 20 cos 80. Now again I am going to apply 2 cos A sin B and 2 cos A cos B. Here 2 cos A cos B, there it is cos A sin B. So cos A sin B is here, 2 cos A sin B is here, sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Sin A plus B minus sin A minus B and minus sin 80 upon cos 80 as it is, and 2 cos A cos B. 2 cos A cos B is cos A plus B, cos A minus B. Cos A plus B 20 plus 80 plus cos A minus B. Now it will be sin 100 minus, it will become what? It will become minus sin 60. It will become minus sin minus 60, and sin minus theta here in this fourth quadrant is positive, negative, so it will become plus sin 60 minus sin 80 upon cos 80. It will become cos 100 plus again cos minus 20 is cos 20 only, because in the fourth quadrant cos minus theta is cos theta. Cos minus theta is cos theta. The sin minus theta is minus sin theta. That is what you have to keep in mind. Now sin 60 value I know is root 3 by 2, or leave it as it is. There should be, okay, and cos 20 minus 60 is cos 60. It is cos 60. It is cos 60. 20 minus 80 is 60. Now sine 100 and sine 80. Sine 100 can be written as sine 180 minus 80 plus sine 60 minus sine 80 upon cos 80 can again be converted into or let it be cos 80, and let us write cos 100 as cos 180 minus 80 plus cos 60. Sine 180 minus theta. Sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. It is going to fall into second quadrant, so it will be sine 80. It will be sine 80 plus sine 60 minus sine 80. You can see that sine 80 and sine 80 minus sine 80 will cancel. Cos 80 and cos 180 minus 80 again in the second quadrant, but cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. So it will be minus cos 80 and plus cos 60. So these two will cancel. What are you left with? Sine 60 upon cos 60, which is 1060, which is 1060, which is we had to prove. We had to prove 1020 into 1040 into 1060, 1080 is equal to 1060. So we have got to the final answer. Please, I'll just go through it once again quickly for your benefit. What we did was we converted them into sine upon cos. Sine 20 upon cos 20, sine 40 upon cos 40, sine 80 upon cos 80. Then we combine these two sine 20, sine 40 and sine cos 20, cos 40, and we kept sine 80, cos 80 away. Multiplied it into 2, here also by 2. It became 2 sine A, sine B. 2 sine A, sine B is 2 cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. Then 2 cos A cos B is cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. We got cos 20 minus cos 60, cos 60 plus cos 20, sin 80, cos 80. Now we kept cos 60 as 1 upon 2, cos 60 as 1 upon 2 and multiplied them. We multiplied. We got it here, cos 20, sin 80, half sin 80, half cos 80 plus cos 20 into cos 80. Then we multiplied the numerator and denominator again by 2 to use these formula. 2 sin A cos B, 2 cos A sin B, 2 cos A cos B, 2 sin A sin B. We multiplied here with 2, we got 2 cos 20 sin 80 and 1 upon 2 into 2 will cancel, you get sin 80. Here when you multiplied by 2, you again this cancel, we got cos 80 plus 2 cos 20 cos 80. 2 cos A sin B, 2 cos A cos B. Again we applied the formula and we come to this stage. Sin 100 plus sin 60 minus sin 80, cos 80, cos 100, cos 60. 100 I converted as 180 minus 80, here also, here also. 100 sin 180 minus 80 will be sin 80 and cos 180 minus 80 will be minus cos 80. So sin 80 plus sin 80 minus will cancel, cos 80 minus cos 80 will cancel. You will be left with sin 60 upon cos 60 and sin 60 upon cos 60 is 1060. Next question on this is 2 cos pi by 13 into cos 9 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13 is equal to 0. Don't get worried about these 5 pi by 13 or 3 pi by 13. We have to apply formulas and finally they will become very simple numbers, so you don't worry about this. It is 2 cos A cos B. So let us apply the formula for 2 cos A cos B. You already have 2 cos A cos B. Cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Cos A plus B. Pi by 13 plus 9 pi by 13 cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. Pi by 13 minus 9 pi by 13 plus you can apply here the formula of cos C plus cos D as well. Cos C plus cos D is 2 cos C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. So let us apply this formula. 2 cos C plus D by 2. So 3 pi plus 5 pi upon 13 into 2. Cos C plus D upon 2. 2 cos C plus D, 3 pi by 13 plus 5 by 13 divided by 2. So 3 pi plus 5 by upon 13 into 2. Cos C minus D by 2. Cos C minus D by 2. Let us apply this. Let us see what do we get. 3 pi minus 5 pi upon 13 into 2 is equal to 0. We have to prove it to equal to 0. Now 2 cos A, cos B. What did we get? Let us see from here. We got cos 10 pi by 13 plus cos, okay, let us not apply here, let it be here as it is. Let it be cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13 is equal to 0. Let us find out. It becomes pi plus 10, 9 pi, 10 pi upon 13 plus cos minus 8 pi upon 13. And you know cos minus theta is plus cos theta, so it will become plus only. It will become cos 8 pi by 13. Then it is cos 3 pi by 13 plus cos 5 by 13. Now 10 pi by 13 plus 3 pi by 13 will become 13 pi by 13. 8 pi by 13 plus 5 pi by 13 will become 13 by 13. So let us apply, let us combine this and this and this and this. Cos 10 pi by 13 plus cos 3 pi by 13, this is 1, plus cos 8 pi by 13 plus cos 5 pi by 13 is equal to 0. Cos C plus cos D, cos C plus cos D. Why we have combined this? 10 pi plus 3, 10 plus 3, 13, 8 plus 5 is 13. So it will give you something. Cos C plus cos D. So 2 cos C plus D upon 2. 2 cos C plus D upon 2. Yes. So 10 pi plus 3 pi by 13 into 2. And then cos 10 pi minus 3 pi upon 13 into 2. So we got this here in the first bracket. Same will be applied here. So 2 cos 8 pi plus 5 pi upon 13 into 2 and cos 8 pi minus 5 pi upon 13 into 2. C plus D upon 2, C minus D upon 2. 10 pi plus 3 pi will become 13, 13 pi, it will cancel 13. So it will become what? 2 cos pi upon 2. Because 10 pi plus 3 pi will become 13 pi and it is 13 into 2, 13 will cancel, it will remain pi upon 2. This will be cos 7 pi upon 26 plus 2 cos, again here it will become 13 pi upon 13 into 2 cos pi upon 2 and it will become cos 3 pi upon 26. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Cos pi by 2 is 0. Odd multiples of pi is 0. So this, because of this, it will become 0 into cos 7 pi by 26, which means this whole term will become 0. Here also 2 into 0 into cos 3 pi by 26. Now this multiplied by 0 will become 0. This multiplied by 0 will become 0. It will be 0 plus 0, which will be 0. We have to get the final answer to be 0. Just go through this question again and see what we have done. We have cos A, 2 cos A, cos B. We have applied. Once we got this, then we combine two terms, cos C plus cos D, cos C plus cos D, and then we expand them and see that we get cos pi by 2 here, cos pi by 2 here, cos 90 is 0, cos 90 is 0, so 0 plus 0 will be 0. We have the next question, which is 10a plus 30 plus cot A minus 30 is equal to be proved to be as 1 upon sine 2a minus sine 60. First of all, you get the clue from the question. The clue is that the question is given on the left side in terms of tan and cot, but answer is coming in terms of sine. So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to convert tan and cot in terms of sine and cos, because tan can be written as sine theta upon cos theta. So we will have somehow cos theta will be removed and it will remain in terms of sine theta. That's what we have to do. So let us take one by one. First of all, 10a plus 30 will be written as sine a plus 30 upon cos a plus 30. It will be equal to sine a cos b, sine a cos b. Sine a plus b is sine a cos b. So in place of a I have a, in place of b I have 30. So sine a plus b means sine a cos b plus cos a sine b upon again cos a plus b. Cos a plus b is cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. You remember, in terms of sine a plus b, sine a cos terms comes, sine and cos terms come. In terms of cos a plus b, cos a cos b, sine a sine b will come, and the signs change. Sig and sine change here in between. It is cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. Now it will become, I will go to that side because I need a lot of space. Sine a cos 30. What is the value of cos 30? Cos 30 is root 3 upon 2. Root 3 upon 2 cos 30. Cos a. No. Cos 30 is root 3 upon 2. So sine a. Plus sine 30 is 1 upon 2 cos a. Upon cos a cos 30. Again cos 30 is root 3 upon 2. Root 3 upon 2 cos a minus 1 upon 2 sine a. Similarly, let us solve cos a minus 30. Cot a minus 30. Cot a minus 30 will be cos a minus 30 upon sine a minus 30. Cos a minus b, sine a minus b. Cos a minus b means cos a cos b. Cos a cos b plus sine a sine b upon sine a minus b means sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Sine a cos b minus cos a sine cos a and sine 30. The cos 30 is again root 3 by 2 cos a, root 3 by 2 cos a plus 1 by 2 sine a upon cos 30 is root 3 by 2 sine a, root 3 by 2 sine a minus 1 by 2 cos a. We have to add this plus this. 10a plus 30 upon cot a minus 30. So what is this? Now let us see what this is. We can take 2 LCM in the last one and it will become root 3 sin a plus cos a. Root 3 sin a plus cos a, because you have taken 2 LCM here and you will take 2 LCM here, so they will cancel from denominator to numerator. You will get root 3 cos a minus sin a. Similarly, plus, we'll take 2 as LCM here, it will become root 3 cos a plus sin a upon root 3 sin a minus cos a. We have taken 2 LCM and cancel. Now let us take the LCM of this. The LCM here will be root 3 cos a minus sin a, root 3 sin a minus cos a. This is root 3 sin a plus cos a, this is root 3 sin a minus cos a. So a square minus b square, a plus b into a minus b. So it will become root 3 sin a whole square minus cos a whole square. When they will multiply, a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, plus again a plus b, a minus b. So it will be root 3 cos a whole square and minus sin a whole square. Now let us open the thing and simplify. Root 3 sin a whole square will be 3 sin square a minus cos square a plus 3 cos square a minus sin square a. Now I can easily see 3 sin square a plus 3 cos square a will combine, will give you 3. When I'll take minus common here, it will become cos square a plus sin square a, which will be again 1. So 3 minus 1, I have got 2 in the numerator that I can see. Now I have to solve the denominator. Let us multiply this. Root 3 cos a into root 3 sin a will be 3 cos a sin a. Then root 3 cos a minus cos a will be root 3 cos square a. Minus sin a, this minus root 3 sin square a plus sin a cos a. Now I'll combine 3 common out of these 2. It will be left cos sin square a plus cos square a. And out of this I'll take minus common, sin square a plus cos square a. Here again 3 cos a sin a plus sin a cos a, so it will become 4 sin a cos a. And minus, I will take root 3 common, will be sin square a plus cos square a. What I have done is, in the numerator I have taken 3 sin square a plus 3 cos square a. I have taken 3 common, it has become sin square a plus cos square a. Out of this I have taken minus common, it becomes minus sin square a plus cos square a. Here 3 cos a, sin a cos a will become 4 sin a cos a, and minus root 3 taken common, sin square a plus cos square a. It will become 3 minus 2. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So 3 minus 1 here. And here it will become 3 cos a sin a plus sin a cos a will become 4 sin a cos a minus root 3. Why? When I'll take minus root 3 common, it will become cos square a plus sin square a, which will be equal to 1. This comes out to be 2. This comes out to be 2. Now what I'll do is, it is 2 into 2 sin a cos a minus root 3. I'll divide numerator and denominator by 2. Why? Because I want 1 in the numerator. I want 1 and I'm getting 2 in the numerator. So what I should do is, I should divide 2 by 2. 2 upon 2 upon, if I divide it by 2, it will become 2 sin A cos A and minus root 3 upon 2 it will become. I've divided the numerator and denominator by 2. So when I divide 2 by 2 and here 2 is divided by this, so 2 cancels and root 3 upon 2. This will become 1 minus upon sine 2a, and this is sine 60. This is sine 60. Value of sine 60 is root 3 upon 2. So I have got 1 upon sine 2a minus sine 60. That is what I have to prove. The whole question is written here. You just go through it. Thank you.